When young people think of jobs in agriculture, farmer, rancher, or agronomist usually come to mind. And while these are key roles, there's a number of additional career opportunities for the next generation. Michelle Miller, also known as the Farm Babe, has been advocating for the industry. Excuse me. And she joins us now with her perspective. It's so good to see you, Michelle. Thanks for your time.
You as well. Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about how big and evolving the ag industry really is.
I mean, it's amazing. I think people don't realize just what a huge part of our world really is tied to ag. So it's not just being a farmer. There's so many different ways you can be involved, whether that's through technology or sales, marketing, innovation, everything.
I love that. You stated that you don't need to work on a farm to be part of ag, which is good news. We've heard that from a number of industry workers. Speak to some of the opportunities that might open doors for those looking to enter the industry.
Yeah, I think it's important to find some connections within agriculture. I think networking is super important, but regardless of what you do, especially for young people, you could look at your favorite class and say, hey, I love science. Well, there's a place for you through that, or through history, through research, through sitting, if you're more of a data entry, more of in a desk or research, stuff like that. So if somebody wants to be an accountant or anything, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, I love that there are so many options. You might just have to think a little bit outside of the box. What is your message to the next generation and anyone who might have interest in getting involved in agriculture?
Just to understand the different opportunities that are there and just what an impact agriculture has on our daily lives. It's not just what we eat, it's what we wear, it's the drinks in our cup, it's everything, all the way down to something like a military uniform that has so much loyalty and importance to our nation. Everything, it all starts from a farm. And so whether you choose to be in food service or data research, a food scientist, safety, natural resources conservation, there's a million opportunities. So find what works for you. And remember that when you are part of this industry, you are a part of keeping the world alive and thriving. We're nothing without the agriculture industry. And so just take that to your heart and remember that people are alive because of us, because of the trucking and the mechanics and everything behind it.
That is pretty inspiring. So for those who may not be familiar with your story, it's pretty interesting. Tell us about your journey in ag and your mission of being an advocate for the industry.
Yeah, I was a commercial scale farmer in Iowa for many years. I started the Farm Babe as a social media advocacy platform over a decade ago, which here again is a new job in the media. It's turned into a full-fledged media company where I'm a keynote speaker, content creator, and I'm actually living in a camper van now. I travel hundreds of days a year and tell the story of agriculture everywhere I go. So I like to advocate for farmers. I wasn't always a farmer. I actually was a city girl, and I went to college in Los Angeles and worked for Gucci on Rodeo Drive. So I was about as city girl as you could be. I ended up dating a farmer, and it was there where my education journey started. I used to buy into all of the myths. I had to have antibiotic-free meat and hormone-free chicken and all of this stuff. And you realize that that's not even really a thing. And so the more I started learning from farmers, the more I wanted to bridge that gap, because I know what it feels like to be on both sides of the spectrum. So I like to share messages, taking agriculture into soundbite pieces that everybody can understand, kind of in layman's terms, so that we're really reaching a more urban audience and cultivating those connections among farmers and consumers overall.
All right, I'm picturing some Gucci overalls. You'd look real cute in those. It'd be the perfect mix.
I wouldn't put it past me.
Farmer and ag advocate Michelle Miller, thank you so much. She's the Farm Babe. We appreciate you joining us.